o'clock in the morning. I got my ideas together and I just kind of wanted to record myself going through them and kind of finding out my favorite ideas out of all of them, just to, try something different. And then maybe I'll post this. So I'm just kind of thinking out loud and what I'm thinking. If I want to put them on my favorite, meaning playlist or not. So yeah, if you want to stay, then just stay. If you don't, then see you later. So Premarket. Love the fact that it had a lot of red bars and gapped up. I even played it this day. Got stopped out and then it came back up green. And right now it consolidated. So not really consolidated. This is how it kind of grinded up. It's still in that area-ish. So if I was to play it, I'd be over as high. My only concern is that it's a green bar. Do I want to be aggressive there? But at the same time, it spent its day getting green. It's not a ripping green bar. It's a little bit of a chilling like that. So I guess maybe it would need 5 minutes then. Would be on a faves list for sure. But I think it would need 5 minutes. Let me just check the weekly. Weekly looks really juicy. Monthly looks okay. I would probably give it like 5 minutes ish, right? That would be ideal. MRK, there's nothing wrong with the ATR, right? It moves good. Yeah, it moves about $1.40. Yeah, should be good. And then let's see, Futu. I love this, man. I love this. I loved it yesterday as well. But right now it's still in that range. Yesterday it sold off. A lot of volume here, so that shows that there's a lot of interest in buyers. So there's a topping tail here at prior resistance, which will be at this high, just about. Definitely here though. That's interesting, man. What an interesting pre-market chart. That doesn't look that great. The gap looks interesting. Pre-market looks a little bit interesting. I would say this probably needs like its time. So it's kind of weird what it's doing. We could have a day where it just rips past 70. Right, we could have a day where it just rips past 70. But I think I would rather just. It was about $10 on a day. Yesterday it moved $4. So today it could move $10, 67 to 77. That's a big one. That's a big one. I think I would just rather let this play out for 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes. So normally that's what I do. If I don't put on my faves, I want to let it play out for 15 minutes to see what it does. This one does not look like a play. I put it on earlier just as an idea. Doesn't look interesting at all anymore. I'm going to take that out. PDD. See, this is still interesting to me, but Baba, Billy, Baidu, stocks in a sector are like going crazy, but PDD are not. So I always have trouble with these because I notice that they have such relative weakness, but I notice that sometimes that doesn't really stop them from having a monster day because the chart looks good. If this was just this chart by itself, I would love it. But the fact that it's connected with other Chinese stocks, kind of like, oh, come on. So it's over 1-2 red bars, right? It's continuing its trend, double bottom, buys it up, and it's continuing its trend in upward fashion. Its weekly looks good, monthly looks good. No EMAs, no EMA stopping it. It moves about $4, so we can get about a $4 move into this 105-ish area. Realistically, it looks good. 1 sell off, 2 sell off. This is the third one. The third one normally breaks. So I like PDD. We'll put PDD on the list there. Take anything off PDD then. Oh, Piton is also a fave, man. Look at this. Bottoms. And now we're looking to consolidate a little bit and come back up. Even over this EMA. When I put it on, it wasn't over the EMA, but now it is. Piton absolute fave. Recently, a lot of my faves that look so good have just popped off the open with no pattern and just went. One concern on Piton could be this area, but Piton moves about $3, so that would actually be his target area. Because the concern would be because of 1 and 2, such huge reactions, right? And that EMA on the weekly basis. He's got a lot of stocks, man. A lot of stocks today. Just mix this up. Okay, LVS, it pushed up nicely, got rejected from the gap fill for a little bit, and now I want to do the same thing. But my concern is here. When I put it on, it was here. It was 4160 area, because that's another gap fill. And I even put it over here. That's another gap fill, and will I get, like, there's no way I can get a target between 41 and 41.65. This thing moves about $50 cents. It moves about 50 cents sometimes, right? Sometimes it can get a little bit more. So that's why I kind of want to put this on the wait and see list too. 15 minutes, I'll give it. FTCI, this is good, man. This is interesting to me. But it's a concern. This EMA is not gonna allow the moving average, the average ATR to be hit. Right? It just doesn't look like the average ATR will get hit. It's getting over all of its junk. 707, but then 735 is its area. And the stock that moves 60 cents, you got 7 to 730. That doesn't make sense. So I can't play this. OCGN, I really like this. Just the whole fact that it's just, you know, almost so much momentum in here. Right? It's doing this. It's not the best play, but if it gets over 870, right? Over 880-ish. If it gets over 880, even 880 works really. Let me just pull up the 5-minute. Yeah, 880 works. I would be interested, but I think I would give this thing 15 minutes or 10 minutes to see what happens. Diddy, I really like you. I really like Diddy. Green bar, that's a concern, right? Rips off yesterday, but it comes into this area of 885, which is this prior pivot. And the fact is it's gapping into this prior pivot. So this pivot really isn't much anymore, because this pivot, as long as you can anticipate, it'll get over it. It's over its EMAs, it has a triple bottom, and it looks like it wants to continue upwards, right? It wants to continue into somewhat of this thingy-majiggy. So what does that mean? It means that Diddy could be an interesting watch. Now Diddy normally moves about 60 cents. 60 cents. I normally like stocks that move 75 cents. I'm normally try pushing that, but I can make an exception for you, Diddy. I can make an exception for you. 885 to, what would it be, 60 cents? That would be a 950-ish, 940-ish. I like Diddy, but I don't want to be so aggressive off the open. I want to give this 5 minutes to kind of prove its worth. Right? Kind of want to give it 5 minutes. Let's see what else we got. All right, Zoom. I like this. You guys see this? Bang, 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 bang. And then next thing will probably be upwards, at least into this EMA. That's why I kind of like Zoom here. The fact that Zoom has one green bar, small pullback, another green bar. I haven't gotten into any of these in these day trades. That's what's kind of, it's looking extended to me. 280 is kind of the area I got up to yesterday. It's doing nice. It's consolidating nice there. It's no problem with that, right? My concern would definitely just be how extended it's gotten recently with these 2-day moves, right? So it's 1 day, another day pulls back. I don't know, maybe it might be 2 days. Then 1 day rips, and then another day rips a little bit. 280 definitely in the area, right? Area of concern, but it can really just take out 280 right away. It can just take out 280 right away. Looks like Zoom yesterday wasn't really doing much, but 280 is a nice area for it. So if it can take out 280, then I'll be interested. I want to watch that. I'll probably set an alert there. Add alert. There we go. Then I'd come and check this out. But until then, nothing much. Visa, this is for a later day. Like if I really can't find anything and somehow Visa puts up a pattern, you know, it's kind of interesting, but nothing off the open because it's just not good enough. This is interesting. FSR. A lot of interesting plays today. That's why it's taking me about 10 minutes. It's gonna take me about 15 minutes to go review everything. Beautiful pre-market. Beautiful yesterday. Let me just put this trend line up here. Here we go. All right. If it can get over yesterday's high, which is that trend line 1490-ish, 1490-ish, it looks interesting to me. Right, it'll get over this, it'll get over this little bit here, and that looks interesting. I don't mind the doji day. Green day before that. Doji day is kind of a resting day. This is more of a momentum play, and this would not be a huge fave. This would just be kind of like if it works type of thing. So once again, I'd come back and check up on this later. NVAX looks higher, not lower, because it's gapping into support. Into support here, into support here. So it looks higher. So from here, I'm not very good at playing these types of plays that gap down but supposed to go higher. One bottom, two bottom, looks higher. I think I would just leave this on my list and look for not the most aggressive, but at the same time some sort of play that makes it move higher, you know. Yeah. BEKE, I really like this one. This is a swing too if you want to take this. It could literally be a swing. Bottom one, bottom two, getting over this, breaking out of it. But I like it as a day trade. I think I might even swing trade this. 2230. 2230. Should have thought this area. $22.30. There we go. And then it has a lot of room to move, really. And it moves normally a solid $1.50-ish. So it could really get going. And I want to put this on my fave as well. Put a lot on my faves. But I really want to put B key on my favorite too. I want to watch this real close for a nice pattern and get into that. This I like. I was just scanning. The great thing, man, about just scanning in the morning is you can find swing trades, core trades, anything from just scanning. The shipping industry, there's a lot of stuff going on there. And this might just break out of its range right here at 10. And then that's kind of why I put it on. I just want to come back to it later as a swing and look at it. So yeah, Netflix I like too, but it's just 620, it's just 618 area. It's kind of like a, could you do it? So I want to give it some time. Fang, same thing, could you do it? But like you gotta, I think the Fang is just more like I just put it on to be aware of Fang. So I can look at it tomorrow. Not really today. I love this. I love this. This is a great example. Daily looks like it's instantly take it. Why don't you take this? But when you look at that pre-market, you see that there's actually a pivot here. You wouldn't want to be taking it into that. And then that pivot is at 10.06ish, which is the EMA. So I kind of want to come back and check up on VET. But oh man, it's juicy. Alright, so that's my faves. We got MRK. MRK, which I want to wait and see a little bit. If we can get over the highs, I won't be, you know, I won't hesitate to get in. I will try to get in. Just because I really like this pullback. It did move up a little bit, but it could move up much more, really. Like for a day like this, for like a week like this, I think we can get a little bit more of a push. PDD, still interesting. I really like this. No regrets. I like this type of play. Piton, really nice, man. This is so nice too. I just want to buy them right now. I can't buy them right now because I need a pattern, right? When the market opened, I want one of my patterns that give me confirmation that this thing Has some intraday strength, but I really just want to buy Piton off the open. PDD not so much on PDD. PDD honestly too could be an interesting buy right here with this pre-market, but man, really want to find a way into Piton, so I will be more aggressive on Piton. This Diddy needs a little more time, but still looks nice. Still looks nice, just needs a little bit more time. Okay, like I could say a little more time and take a play off the 3rd minute of the day. I could do that, but what I mean by a little more time is I just want it to be just show me something good, basically. Because look, it broke out of this pattern, right? So you're basically taking the top of this pattern. People already took it over here. Their stop loss is here. Some people will be taking off here. Some people will be selling here. I don't want to get in when people are selling. That just makes me a buyer pressure. Me buying when people are actually trying to sell. And if you want to sell it away. So I'll give this time. NVAX, these things are always so tough to buy for me. I will probably give this some time, not be aggressive on this one. BEKE, I really like this. I'm going to put this a little bit up here. Right, it moves 6 mil in a day too, so this is actually incredible. Like, this is a really nice stock, right? As long as you can get over that BEK, you are good. And then yeah, that's my favorites list. Just to kind of look one more time to see if I missed anything that should be looked at. Zoom over here was interesting, eh? Look at that, 1, 2, could have been over. Yeah, over the high day, didn't get it done though. And I would have missed it too. I did not see that at the time it was happening. Oh, you beauty, you beauty. I missed this too. This was a nice breakout. Like, you can call it a breakout because this is kind of the area. It looks better at 2 minute. Breakout, right? Or you can call this a flag. And that's kind of the best thing. When you can put a lot of patterns onto it, then it has like a lot of, a lot of eyes on it. Someone will look at it like this. Someone will look at it as a breakout. Someone will look at it as a just buy it because it's momentum, right? But yeah, of course they had this pivot to get over at 80, which I marked right over here. This pivot to get over. This was a little bit early, but since it's a tail, I allow it to be an early entry because it's a tail. Maybe I would have had a debate about the pre-market because this was kind of the area of it. But of course it's working right now. Even right now, it's kind of interesting, pulling back. Maybe if it pulls back to the VWAP, it's definitely an interesting entry there, right? VWAP entry, stop here. Probably 880 by 850 something. No, that would be interesting. A big green bar here. I mean, it's still good. Look at this though. Look at this. Let me show you something. You think it's over, but the reason I haven't gotten out of it yet is because look, 5-minute EMA is catching up. It's consolidated at VWAP. It's doing a little bit of a wedge. That's what the word was. Yeah, it's doing a little bit of a wedge, breaking out of that wedge. Or you can see it as a breakout, 2230 by 2275. Same thing as OCGN, remember? You could see it as multiple things, and look what happened. Same thing here, a little bit interesting there. Daily has a lot of room to move, so I don't feel bad for asking 2419 from this. 2419 is target, which is here. I didn't take it, but I like this entry. I think I might even create an order for this. Canceled it after I missed this. So I canceled it. Sorry, I missed this. Then I created the order, but then it started going down. And I was like, let me cancel this. So technically, I might have even should have been in this. What got stopped out there? Good thing, eh? Triggered up, did a little bit of tails and died. Love those. MRK, what are you saying? Now I guess you guys will get to watch me decide if I stick with the plan of going with 3R or get out early. 80-70 is what I'm asking, man. It's kind of a big ask. we're done, right? Like it's 1:45ish. Done trading. I just kind of want to end the video by just reviewing how the stuff worked out. So we like BKE in the morning. Put it on our list, took it in the morning. All right. Same with Piton. Liked it in the morning, took it in the morning. Stopped out on this one. I got out of this one at break even. I know my plan is $3 or nothing, but I got out of break even. I'm going through a struggle right now with following the management. Anyways, that's for another video. PDD didn't take it, but the reason I'm going to take a screenshot of it and write down my notes on it is because I was so close to getting in. So I kind of want to just review it a little bit, but PDD didn't. It sucked some people in and stopped out. MRK got out of this one at 80.40. Okay, I got out at 2R because I didn't believe that 3R was gonna happen. 3R happened. 80.70 was 3R. 90, 81. So 81 was 4R. So you could have milked 4R out of this. But yeah, once again, I didn't believe it was gonna happen. I'm having some troubles following my management right now. Not the point. The point is just to show how I do my morning routine, and sometimes like this, how it pays off. You know, we get to nicely organize everything, and it just pays off at the end.